Right, welcome back and to something completely different. So for those of you that follow this channel, you know that I kind of specialize in 928s for some reason. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. It's because I picked up an old 79 a couple of years ago, 4 years ago actually, and felt sorry for it and just started rebuilding it. And then it kind of just sort of gone on and on from there. And then I ended up picking up a GT, which I'm just here. And that's kind of waiting in the wings, ready to be restored. I love old cars, you know, as we all do. And I was offered a car recently that I thought, is that too good to let go? Perhaps it is. It's a classic SL, you know, an R107 SL. I've had one before. I had a 500 SL about probably 5, 6, 7 years ago, something like that. And I loved it. It was great. I sold it, and I don't know why I sold it. Anyway, this came up for sale via a friend, and I thought it's too good to miss, really. It's a 420 SL, which is the slightly rarer model. I think they made, well, actually, I think they made 300,000 SLs in total. The 420, they made 2,000, and in right-hand drive, they made 600. So there's only up to a maximum of 600 in the UK. And when I look on the government website, there's actually only 300 still alive on the road, 300 sawn, which probably means they're dead. This car's a kind of like a partial restoration. The previous owner bought the car and actually bought it as part of a house sale and set about restoring it, got it resprayed, and then it all just kind of ran aground as these projects do. So I've picked it up kind of half restored, if you like. It's been sprayed, but it needs a lot of mechanical stuff sorting out, a lot of finishing off jobs. Hopefully it's going to be a little bit easier than the 79 car. It can't be any worse. That was 4 years of hell. I mean, pleasure. I'm hoping it's going to be a lot easier, actually. I'm hoping to have that running pretty quickly and we can start using it and playing with it and then decide what to do. Who knows? Will I flip it? Will I keep it? I don't know. I'm kind of short on garage spaces. You know, I've got 3 cars and 2 garage spaces. So there's going to be some kind of conversation there about what we do in the future. But yeah, that's where we are really. So I'll give you a sort of look over the car. We can talk about it a little bit, but leave me some comments. Let me know what you think of that. And as always, remember to click the subscribe button for more content, like, comment. Let's get in there. Okay, well, this is the pickup video for the SL Mercedes. It's about a half-hour drive. You just got to quickly zip over there, meet the trailer guy, help him get on the trailer, then come back and pay for it. Sign the V5 and stuff, you know, the registration document. It's called a V5 in the UK. It's a funny thing, I always get caught out with it. It's a piece of paper, a couple of bits of paper, and you rip off a bit of it, sign it, and give it to the previous owner, and then I take away the new part and I have to fill it in and send it off to the government, or the DVLA. We just put on the motorway, and then they register it in my name, and then a couple of weeks later, that same piece of document without the ripped off bits comes back to me. And then if I sell it, I do the same. I rip a bit off, give it to the. Oh no, I keep it and give the whole thing, the rest of it, to the new owner. And you keep going around like that. Needlessly complex, I'm sure. But anyway, we're going to pick it up now. I'm still trying to stretch the hood down. It looks basically a new hood. Pretty much, there's no stains. It's just been sat for too long, crushed up, a couple of years, crushed up. Bit of trim falling off here. Wheels are nuked, needs new tyres. All looks pretty good. I'm just charging up the battery. The new bonnet badge. There's something missing under the hood here, like a release lever or something. Engine wise looks pretty decent. Apparently it's a fairly new battery, so I'm hoping that'll take charge. There's an oil leak here somewhere that's smoking as it hits the manifold. You can sort of see it damp there. I think it's the rocker gasket. And I thought it was over full on oil. Let's have a look. Don't tell. Don't know about over full, but it's certainly full. It's not a major problem. Rad looks okay. Bit trim falling off, trim fallen off. They glued the trim on for some reason where it's got the poppers, it just needs popping on. That's good. All chrome looks pretty decent all the way around. I just took the hood off, hard top, so I was trying to get this done up, but it's too tight at the moment. I need the door shuts. This is a bit of rubber that goes in here. I lifted the mats out because it's a bit damp under there. I was worried that it's rusting. I can't see any additional rust. There's a little bit of rust on the bottom under here I need to look at, but it looks like it's basically had it all welded up back 2 years ago when it was done. Seats are good. Obviously it needs respraying, but that's not a problem for the master of spray. Generally it's good. The wood's sort of dropping off there. If I can lean over, there's a bit of trim here. Oops, a bit of trim there. Got much I need to get, no problem. It's very dirty. It's lived outside for a while, so you can see the amount of dirt. I'll give it a wash later. It's got virtually a brand new soft top. The hard tops on the floor here looks really good condition actually. I've been sprayed as well, but it looks pretty good. There's the trim that's fallen off, obviously not a major problem. Windows all work. Front bumper's off. I've got it in the garage with the lights and all the little bits, so that's okay. There's a front badge missing. Interior wise looks pretty good. It's the leather. I assume it's leather. Is it leather or plastic? I think it's leather. I know Mercedes did sort of like a weird Mex-Tex or something called it, didn't they? Which is plastic, but that's leather. So the leather's really good. There is a bit of rust underneath here, sort of on this side and same on the other side, jacking points. I need to see the extent. From my quick look, it looks like it's all been welded anyway, and that's from since it's been welded, where it's sat outside. So I need to get in and have a proper look. But I think the interior will come up really good. It's 154,000 miles and 2 owners. So as I understand, the owner bought it as a birthday present by his parents, and he used it for 19 years non-stop, racking up 154,000 miles, and then it failed an MOT with I think it's an ABS failure. Let's have a look. I've actually got the MOT here. Yeah, so it failed on an MOT, failed on a ABS, anti-lock system, warning indicator lamp, indicates ABS fault, if I can read it. Back in, so the car was first registered in May '89, and this is dated September 2008. So that failed in 2008 and it's not been driven since. It's just sat in a garage, so it's been nice and dry, so there shouldn't be horrendous rot on it. Basically waiting for me to come take it. I think 2 years ago it went off to be restored, and they got as far as spraying it, and then it kind of all went wrong and just sat there in the garage for a year or so, where the previous owner, second owner, basically gave up, went and picked it up, and it just then sat at his house. I don't know what work it's had on it. I need to track down the service history. The previous owner is going to dig out all the paperwork he's got. All the belts look a little bit in need of replacing, but pretty okay. I'll start it up and then we'll sort of put it in the garage. What I want to do actually before I start up is I want to give it a quick wash just to get the dirt off it, so I can kind of see the quality of the paintwork. Well, what a difference a clean makes. It looks fantastic. I love the colour. I'm not sure what it's called, but it looks fantastic, really good. Lots of little bits of trim to worry about, obviously, but basis of a great car there. I need to come back with a toothbrush and sort of do the badge. Couldn't really get that clean. Almost looks a little bit bronze in this light, but it is silver. Tyres and wheels, as discussed, all need sorting out. Yeah, really happy with that. I can't see any problems with the paintwork at all. There's a bit of a spoiler hanging off there, but I'll have a look at that. I'm not sure they're metal or if they're fiberglass. Let's have a quick feel. Plastic, I reckon. It looks like it's snapped on the thing and someone's tried bonding it on again, but I'll take it off and have a proper look at it. Yeah, there it is, looking pretty good. Right, well, hopefully that gives you a good look at the SL. It's not looking bad, is it? And I'm no fool, don't worry, I know there's a lot wrong with it. These rear arches have been bodged as part of the spray job. They've kind of flared them as opposed to leave the, there's like a ridge line that goes along there, and that's caused all sorts of problems. I think when they did it, as you go along the side of the car, there's these rakes, and they welded in new rear arches and got the alignment wrong, and that's caused all sorts of problems, which is why this, is it called a running strip along the side of the car? That's why that was glued on, I think. So I need to resolve that, work out what I'm going to do about this back end, if we put some new wings in or what, I don't know. It doesn't actually bother me massively. Then mechanically, it's 154,000 miles, so it's no spring chicken. Might need the rings doing or something like that. Need to work that out. And there's lots of little bits all over it that need sorting out. It looks like it's had a lot of the rust, like the sills and stuff done, but I don't know, the bulkhead apparently was checked by a Mercedes specialist, and they said it's good. I want to get in there and have a proper look at it. Same with the passenger side footwell. I found some moisture in both footwells. I took the carpets out. The driver's side's perfect. Passenger side shows some sign of rust there, so I want to get in there and properly look at it. But other than that, it looks pretty solid. It's got a new hood on it from what I can tell. Obviously it's been sprayed, lots of new panels, lots of new bits. Looks like the steering rack has been replaced. It's a little bit sort of farty when you rev it, so it's like there's an exhaust leak, maybe up by the manifold, the near side, so the left side, yeah, passenger side in the UK. Maybe there's a gasket leaking on there because it's a bit when you rev it. And a bit of smoke when you rev it as well. But this is a car that's sat now since 2008. It's an old car and it's not been run for a long time, so I'm not surprised. Perhaps it needs sort of a bit of a blowout, in Italian tune-up as we call it, just to sort of get it back beating properly. But it's good basis. Quite pleased with it at the moment. I need to sort of keep digging in deeper and deeper and see what we find. I think the next step will be to resolve the oil leak that's up the front there, which I think is the rocker cover gasket. So I'll replace those probably in the next video on the SL and check that works. And then we can start trying to step towards getting it to an MOT. Once it's MOT, we can use it on the road and then we really work out what's wrong with it. Anyway, enough rambling. Hopefully if you enjoyed this video, click like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.